Well, there's a point in episode 2 where Penguin has to bury 2 bodies, and Vic's the one who's digging the graves, obviously. And because Vic did a certain thing in this episode, Penguin tells him to lie down with the bodies.
Okay.
And he wants him to look at the bodies when he's lying down with them. And he's saying to them, "This is you. This is you. The next time you fuck up, this is you. So remember this feeling."
Yeah, dude, that scene reminded me of a moment in my life. Yeah. So there was a dude, English Tony. He was a Brit. We called him English Tony. OD'd in his Winnebago, and we found him. And I just stared at the dude because like I was high at the time, and then we got high in his Winnebago while his body was still in there.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just stared at it like that, and knowing like this is me, dude.
This is you. Yeah.
This is my fate, and I still got high. And then we reported it. We went and we did a little anonymous call.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is
yeah. He had OD'd on the meth.
Okay, on Real BBC, you told a very dark story.
I did.
That related to Penguin. I was stopped in my tracks.
I did.
I
don't even know if that's in the book. I might have to call him.
Oh my God. I mean, I remember some of your amazing stories, but that was wow.
Well, it's not one I talked about much at the time because I mean, we found a dead body. So, and at the time we weren't going to like call the police and hang out. There's a lot of reasons for that because we were high too. But yeah, I told the story real quick. English Tony, I didn't know him that well. I mean, I just bought drugs from him, and he lived in a motorhome right next to a school. And we went there one night, see if he had anything, and he was dead. He OD'd. So it was from the scene of the Penguin where he has Vic like lay down next to the dead bodies, and it just reminded me like we hung out for a little bit. I got high and I just stared at that dead body. I sat in a chair and just stared at it. Like, that's me. That's going to be me. Just knowing it. Just knowing that's me soon. And then we took off and made the call. But
wow.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
That's scary.
Did you check if he had extra drugs on him? Like,
oh my
God, I didn't touch
Chris.
the body. No, I did not touch it.
Okay.
That's leaving evidence.
Would I have if I didn't have dope at the time? Probably.
No.
Probably.
Oh my God.
I was a dope fiend. Come on. I was a bad dope fiend, but luckily I had my own stuff. And it was dark. It was dark. We can move on from that. It's one of many dark things. One of many dark things that happened in my life.